And I understand that you guys have a lot of tax questions. Okay. I've compiled a few of the top questions, and I will just casually ask Pugo here today. But by all means, today's session, I think Pugo, you're going to say it as well as a disclaimer. It's not tax advice, right?
Yeah, depend. If, for example, for individual, okay, first of all, a very good evening to all listeners. And thank you, CG, for arranging this. Okay, when come to individual, right? So individual, they have salary earners, rentals, dividend, and other income. So we have to categorize them. They are in which basket. So either they have only employment income. It's very straightforward. Just take their from the EA form, take the total income, knock out with the tax relief, with the chargeable income, compute the tax, and file their tax return. Let's say they have a employment income and rental income. So we have to do a rental tax competitions.
So how
Yeah.
important is it to maximize your tax reliefs? I know a lot of people online say, wow, this is crucial, right? You reduce your total chargeable income, but how much do people actually save? Let's say an average person, they earn probably 4 to 5K. How much can they expect to save out of tax reliefs? Just to give the audience a better idea.
Yeah. Every ringgit you claim reduce your chargeable income. Okay. Malaysian earning 50 to 80K per year probably maximize, if they probably maximize relief, can easily save anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 in tax. But sometimes it's depending on their relief like EPF contribution, lifestyle, medical expenses, or child-related expenses.
Okay, okay.
But the sad
And
part is most people simply miss out because they don't track their spending or misunderstand their what is claimable
when we're talking
when it comes
about
to individual tax.
Yeah, when we're talking about misunderstanding, right? What do you exactly mean by misunderstanding? Like they think that this item is claimable, but it's actually not, or how does it work?
For example, lifestyle relief 2,500. So most people thinking that okay, they can buy smartphone and computer, then claim 2,500 combined or separately. So the rule is set, you can claim only smartphone or laptop. The
But the
2,500 is max for smartphone or max
oh,
for laptop. You can claim either one. Another
oh,
example, uh, life insurance. They might buy the policy from multiple service provider and they wanted to claim all uh, the premium that they paid, but it's maximized for 4,000, sorry, 3,000. And some people claim without documents.
so how important are documents actually? Because sometimes people will have the excuse of saying like, hey, the ink in receipts fade very quickly. I had a dinner last week, and then after that, I look at my receipts right now. It's completely white. Okay, so the ink in receipts fade quickly, lah, and some of us tend to make the mistake of like, wow, we buy it already, and then only after 2 or 3 months later, we remember we bought it. We remember that this thing is eligible for tax relief. Then again, the receipt is no longer readable. So what do we do with that? Can we still claim it? We can't anymore, right? Because there's no physical evidence, right?
Yeah, it's not physical evidence you can't claim, but the recommendation is if can please scan and keep it the receipt in your OneDrive or Google Drive, keep it receipt. But moving forward, I won't think so. This problem will happen after e-invoicing. So all your expenses to purchase of your reliefs, for example, insurance, books, smartphones, computers, all those, the seller will issue a e-invoice. So there will be a there will be a record for you guys.
So this is a recent post that we done on Instagram. So hopefully I'm not giving any wrong things over here. Hopefully I didn't get anything wrong. Okay. Uh, but I really want to talk about this lifestyle relief over here because I think it's the most important relief that that is most flexible, right? There's a lot of things, different types of things that you can claim. Some people say this one can claim. Some people say that thing cannot claim. So let's go through it like one by one. When they say any reading material, right? it's literally anything, right? As long as it's physical or electronic, it's just not a banned material, then it can be claimed already. Or am I reading this wrongly?
Yes, any reading material.
Okay, okay. So regardless of whether it's an ebook, regardless of whether it's a physical book, like it is eligible for the lifestyle relief, lah.
Yes, even newspaper are eligible for the relief. You can
Oh,
enjoy the relief.
oh, even newspapers can claim. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Like even if you have the
Yes,
subscription of
yes,
newspaper online, you also can claim, right? Because it's a reading material.
yes,
Wow,
yes, can
okay.
claim.
Oh, okay, okay. That's amazing. Okay. So something for you guys to take away, if you guys have any like subscription for online reading or whatsoever. Now, next one, this one, personal computer, smartphone, or tablet. You talked about it briefly just now. And you said it's only
Mm.
in like up to 2.5K. Now, let's say if we bought a smartphone at like 1K something, and then we bought a computer for the remainder of the money, can we claim both, or are we just talking about one receipt only?
No, you can combine
Okay, the total value is up to 2.5K lah.
2.5 km,
Okay, okay.
2.5 RM ringgit Malaysia. So you can claim your smartphone. Let's say your smartphone is 800 ringgit. Your computer is 2,000 ringgit. So then you can claim only 2.5. The remaining is just
Cannot claim lah.
it's burn. You can't claim.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Now, this only applies to these three gadgets, right? If we are talking about smartwatches, if we are talking about other types of gadgets, they cannot be claimed, right?
Yeah, cannot be claimed.
Okay, okay. The next one is the fees for any upskilling or self-enhancement courses. I read about this on YYC, and YYC said that you can basically claim anything that is educational. It doesn't have to be registered with HRD Corp. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. It's anything to upskill your maybe for your career or for your personal. Yes, you can claim the relief.
Oh, okay. That means if today I go for cooking classes, and then let's say we go for cryptocurrency classes as well, they're all not registered by with HRD Corp, can be claimed, right?
Yes, yes, can claim. Let's say now the hot topic in market, like everybody wanted to go for the AI training, AI classes, right? So those training it's enhance your knowledge and all those things. So you still can claim for those courses. And some of the participant here and some of the participant here might be studying like a master or professional papers, right? So yes, those exam fee or tuition fee is claimable.
But I thought exam and tuition fees, there is a separate relief under this that is up to 8,000 ringgit for education, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but that one is for master.
Oh, okay, okay.
Let's say if you're studying like a professional qualifications, right? Like short courses for a few months, 5 months professional qualifications or short courses, you can claim under the upskill or self-enhancement courses.
Okay. It is actually quite a flexible relief lah per se. And then the last one is internet
Yes.
subscription. What do we have to know about this? Because as far as I know, it's things that are under your
It's
own name.
actually part of your lifestyle relief 2.5. Let's say you have a Unify or Maxis at your house. I mean, you subscribe for internet, right? So you can claim the monthly bill. Either one, either your home internet or your mobile internet.
Oh, okay. But you can't claim both together, right?
Cannot claim both together. Either one.
Oh, okay. So even if I have a Unify subscription and at the same time I have a Maxis data plan, I can only claim one.
Yeah,
I can only claim, say, the more expensive one, lah, obviously, because that reduces my total chargeable income more, right? So I see. Okay, okay.
yeah.
Now we're talking about common mistakes that Malaysians make. If there is like one super big mistake that majority of Malaysians make when they file their taxes, what is it? What is it that you can pinpoint?
Okay, the common mistake here is like never keep the proper supporting documents. For example, right? So we might go to Popular, buy few books, and we won't keep the receipt at a, or we won't scan or we won't keep the receipt in a proper file or what. So when we file the tax return, the taxpayer might, I mean, the individual will go and look for the receipt and they won't have the receipt. They won't just go and claim, number one. Number two, they will overclaim. For example, they're only eligible for 1,000 ringgit. They will go and maximize the relief for 2,500 ringgit. They thought they won't be triggered for audit. So they will maximize the claim, or they will claim without the receipt, or they will overclaim.
Yeah, yeah. There are a number of questions from you guys. The first one is from Shang Shang says, can we claim Substack subscription under skill enhancement courses? 2.5k tax relief. What are the conditions to claim skill enhancement courses under 2.5k lifestyle tax relief? So the tax relief for this, right, is very flexible. For the education part, right, I saw on YYC, and this is an official tax advisory firm, they said that cooking classes and crypto classes that are not registered with HRD Corp can already be claimed. So if you have an idea on that, then generally pretty much anything that is for your own upskilling, right, it can be claimed. Okay. Online classes like EDU MY course purchase, I think most likely can be claimed as well. Jeffrey says, can I claim course fees from Coursera for upskilling or self-enhancement? Definitely can. In fact, if you go to YYC Tax Q&A, right, this is the thing that I'll need to talk to Pugal later. But they actually put a lot of Q&As here which answer most of your questions. If you want to find out where I actually find all of these text answers, right, it's just here. If you have like, okay, let's say photography classes, which I'm talking about just now, it's right over here. I have enrolled in a photography course to improve my photography skills. The course fee, including training fee and free camera, is the entire course fee eligible for tax relief or not? Okay, the answer is right here. Yes, it is. So there's another one about cooking as well. So, and there's also another one on cryptocurrencies. So then that should give you a better idea of how wide this relief actually is when it comes to upskilling or self-enhancement. How about subscription to monthly financial newsletter? Yes, this one also Pugal talked about just now. Because when it comes to reading material, it's any reading material, as long as it's physical or electronic, right? Then you can actually claim it. Newspapers can already be claimed. And we're talking about e-Kindle books, they can also be claimed. So if you have a monthly subscription towards a newsletter, it's considered a reading material. Right? As long as it's not banned, as long as we're not talking about those vulgar, those things that are illegal, then generally you can claim those. Okay. Let's see. Are sponsored tech courses, example AWS Associate or Pro Cert, claimable? Okay, so this one is a good question. I'll probably post it to Google later. But generally, when it comes to tax reliefs, right, you can only claim them if you are the one paying for the expenses. Okay, if you search at YYC over here, right, there's one about insurance one. There's one, it talks about, oh, if I'm sick, then I claim insurance from my company already. Can I still claim this relief under medical insurance or not? You can't, because you're not the person paying for the expenses. If your company or if someone else has paid for the expenses, even though that expenses qualify for tax relief, right, you cannot claim it for tax relief. Okay, so this is just based on the Q&A that I read over here, so you can search it and double confirm your answer. Okay, so don't just listen to what I'm going to say today because I'm not a licensed tax agent. Go and refer to this link over here and search your questions if whatever we covered today doesn't actually answer your questions. Okay.
Okay, basically how the audit will trigger, okay, they will see the inconsistent in claim your tax relief. For example, okay, in YA 2022, you claim medical, and 2023, you claim medical. 2024, you not claim your medical. For example, your medical insurance or your life insurance, it's inconsistent. So let's say for your lifestyle, right, every year you claim your 2,500 every year. So it's like kind of triggering point for revenue to call for documentation. Normally for individual, they call for desk audit. To desk audit, they will send you a letter or email to request for all those receipts for your tax relief claim. They will carry out the test, whether you're eligible or not eligible. From there, they will if you're not eligible, it will come with further penalties with the taxes you're supposed to pay. So what happened, my client is a pilot. So whatever he spend, he will give to the wife. So the wife, when see the EA form, oh, my husband have paid this much of taxes per year. For example, 100,000 taxes. So she is very generous, wanted to claim, wanted to make more refund from the government. So she go and put all the boxes right in BE form, all the claim. So she put all the figures maximize and wanted she claim all the tax relief. It's a refund about 30 to 35,000 refund from revenue. So there's a red flag. So how come one individual can claim all the tax relief? So they call for audit and fail to give the documents or fail to give justification, then IRB will penalize with your uh, penalties.
Wow, that is really an unfortunate situation. But then again, well, she thought she can claim everything, right? And then she thought that there's no evidence that's required, and she thought that she wouldn't get audited. But when it comes to this audit, right, are we talking about how random is it? You know, you're talking about inconsistencies, sure, but does LHDN only target high income individuals? Or are we talking about those individuals that have been claiming the relief consistently? Like every year, always got this relief, always got this thing, lifestyle 2.5K max out, medical relief, what, 9,000, 10,000 max out. Then only they start to look at you and say, this person is doing something quite suspicious. We'll look into it. Or is it like high income individuals only?
It's like this, Sinji. They have like a few segments. So if you once you have like the income every year slightly change and high and low, right? So it's the triggering point. So they will start audit. Another point, another side is your relief. Like I said, your claim is not consistent. Like one year you claim the particular relief, another year not claim. For example, YA 2023 you claim your APF 4,000 ringgit. YA 2025, the next year filing you're not, I mean not claiming your 4,000 ringgit. So it's a question mark. Another thing, the Inland Revenue Board, they are using artificial intelligence to do a data matching. Yes. So from there they will pick cases lah. But frankly speaking, right? So all the individual who are like individual taxpayer, right? They will get audit in like 3 years once or 4 years once. Yeah,
Oh,
by
you're saying,
randomly.
oh, okay, okay. So it's a random sample size, like they don't have any specific targets, but they do have a few criterias, right? They look at a few criterias. If you met those criterias for an audit, then they'll from that pool they'll pick a few people, and then if you're unlucky, then you're gonna audited lah. That's pretty much the gist.
Yes, yes, yes. Even
Okay.
I'm a tax agent. I have been audited last year for my relief.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. That's pretty
Yeah.
interesting. Okay. I think let's move on, lah, Pugo, because there are a lot of questions in the chat. We want to get through as many of them as possible. But I want to ask the most important one, Pilates and yoga, because Pilates is a recent trend. Everybody is into it. Even guys are into it apparently these days. Is it actually claimable or not? Because what I looked at YYC, and you can comment a thing or two about YYC. I don't know how reliable it is because it is actually not claimable. And what I see a lot of people saying online without any source or anything, they just say, oh, can claim. Because it's considered a gym membership or whatsoever. Just go and claim. But actually over here it says no, it's not claimable because it's not a gym membership. So what's the answer to this actually? Do you know?
Yes, Sanjay. Yes, Sanjay, it's not claimable. Why? So all the sports, right? So all the sports, it should be recognized under the sports activity under the Sport Development Act 1967. So if it's in the Sports Act, then it's a claimable. So far this is not under the Sports Act. So we have to write to Sports Ministry to ask them to consider in 2027,
I
2027.
see, I see. Okay, now I'm just going to very quickly write there. Pilates is not claimable, guys. And whoa, whoa, this is a big sigh of relief. Luckily, I referred to this text source, and I also replied to quite a few, actually many comments. Many people have been asking me, hey, claimable or not Pilates? And I referred to here, and unfortunately, there's an answer here. Now, receipts, just now we went through already. If the receipt, you didn't store a proper copy, you are the one to blame now, obviously, and then that item can no longer be claimed because you no
Yes,
longer has physical proof, right?
but it's about negotiation, Sinji. It's about negotiation. For example, let's say for YA 2020 receipt, right? So you might be lost, or there's ink has been faded. So it's kind of it's depend on the officer. If the officer like willingly wanted to accept, they will accept. They won't say straight away like you cannot claim. It's about your negotiation, like how you're going to like talk to them, and you have to see. I mean, show your innocent face to them.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I didn't know you're going to do an innocent face to them. I thought it's I thought it's just very black and
It's
white, and
about
you take.
negotiation, Sanjeev. It's about negotiation. You can say that yeah, I've purchased, but it's like for kind of like for book all those things, the IRB still accept if you don't have receipt, but you can show some kind of proof, then it's accept. They accept.
Okay, if they can show some kind of proof, bank statements lah. Is that another way to show a proof that you've purchased an item? Let's say if you don't have the receipt, you go back, you look back at your bank statements.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay, interesting.
You can show your bank statement, your credit card statements,
Okay, so I'll just write here very
but
quickly.
don't go and show. I mean, don't go and give your entire credit card statement.
Thanks for letting us know about this way. Some people will make the mistake of handing over their entire credit card statement already. For these few questions left, I will just very quickly show you guys again this source over here. Okay, YYC text Q&A. It answers the majority of your text questions, except for the few very rare ones lah. Okay, if you do want to know about those very rare ones that are not listed over here, please join our upcoming personal tax event. Now, this one is hosted in Kuala Lumpur, okay, and unfortunately, I know that some of you guys are not in Kuala Lumpur right now. You may be in different states, but the good news is we have a videographer to film the entire event, so you won't miss a single thing, even if you are unable to attend. So, if you do want to attend, then make sure to RSVP because the entrance is by RSVP only. And thank you guys so much. That pretty much sums up our session. Thanks again, Pugo. Thanks for being here. All right. Bye.